This is how Peter starts his day at 6 a.m.
Hi, Lois. It's a great morning, no matter how you slice it.
And this is how he ends it at midnight.
God, your hair is delicious.
Yeah, Peter sure knows how to make the most of a day. So today, I'll be taking you on a full day tour of the most irresponsible cartoon dad on the planet. Let's start at the first crack of dawn, shall we? Peter likes to start his day with a little something sweet. And spoiler alert, it's not a good morning kiss from his dear wife, Lois.
Lois, can I have a Pop-Tart in bed, please? Lois? Hey, Chris?
Yeah,
You think Lois would be okay if I ate a Pop-Tart in bed?
probably.
Probably, right? Lois, you in the bathroom?
I'm sure that in all her life, Lois never imagined a Pop-Tart would save her from a crushing death. After that unhealthy breakfast in bed, Peter finally gets around to going to the bathroom 30 minutes later. Problem is, his zero consideration for privacy.
Ah! Oh, hey, Brian. Don't worry, there's no blade in the razor, because I'm learning.
Peter, what the hell?
What? What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? You're completely naked. I told you, I'm not comfortable with that.
Brian, I can get nude whenever I want. All right? This is my home, and a man's home is his castle.
Hey, to be fair, he does kind of have a point. His home, his unusual rules for sharing bathrooms. By 6:40 a.m., he's done scaring Brian mentally, taking a bath maybe, and he's moving on to the next activity for the day. That's making sure the kids are up, prepping them for school, and cleaning up after them.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now. I don't have the parenting skills necessary to deal with this.
I say we never speak of this again.
I might move.
Yeah, I have no words for that either. I've low-key suspected there was something off between Meg and Chris, but hey, I'm not their dad. Not my problem. Anyway, it's 7 a.m. now, and with all the annoying tasks dealt with, it's time for Peter to partake in his favorite pastime.
Go! 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 Nothing.
Peter, it's 7 in the morning.
Thanks for the update, Big Ben.
You're drunk again.
No, I'm just exhausted because I've been up all night drinking.
Aw, what would an alcoholic be without having a light pick-me-up of, I don't know, maybe 100 beers in the morning? Needless to say, by the time it's breakfast, 30 minutes later, bro was already hammered beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Meg, finish your pancakes. Chris, elbows off your father.
Thanks, son.
37 beers. Well, you're setting a great example for the kids, Peter.
37 beers? I don't know what's in that coffee, Lois, but that sure as hell looks more than 37 beers to me. Since Peter had nothing better to do than drink, Lois figured she'd make him do some morning chores, so 20 minutes later, he was stuck changing Stewie's diapers.
All right, Stewie, I'm going to change your diaper now, which unfortunately means I have to touch your privates. All right, so here I come with the cloth. Okay, this is not... I'm looking you in the eye now. Please meet my gaze. And we're done.
That was intense.
You know what? I'd rather not say anything. Anywho, it's 8:10 a.m., and the next chore of the morning is mowing the lawn. And I'd like to say Peter's good at it, but I like my pants the way they are, not on fire.
Ah! Holy crap, Quagmire, you all right?
No, I'm not all right. My head's gushing blood, you idiot!
Take your hand away. Oh, boy. All right, hold still, Quagmire.
Ah!
Oh, my God, a piece of your brain came out.
Yeah, well, that can't be good.
Well, maybe it's not so bad. I can feed it to my pet zombie. Here you go. Yeah, you're hungry, aren't you? He was a rescue. When I found him, he was just walking face first into a chain-link fence downtown.
I wonder what breed of zombie that is. Thinking of getting them World War Z kind of breed. They're getting pretty fast and agile. Moving on, the next agenda for the day is taking the kids to school by 8:30 a.m. And unlucky Meg drew the short straw because she gets to go with Peter.
Ugh, Dad, it smells like rotting flesh in here. Take the window lock off.
Can't do that, Meg. I don't trust myself not to jump out the window.
But Minnie had a heart.
Ah, now this is music.
Yeah, if you guys noticed, Peter didn't exactly get around to brushing his teeth today, so... Imagine how bad someone's breath has to be for you to throw yourself out of a moving car. That is downright diabolical. And normally this would be one of those instances where Peter, much like the rest of the family, would treat Meg like frackin' crap and leave her for dead. Unfortunately for Meg, this wasn't one of them.
Oh my God, Meg, are you okay? Do you need mouth-to-nose resuscitation?
Ugh, jumping out of a moving car may not have killed Meg, but Peter's mouth-to-nose resuscitation definitely did. Let's forget Meg for a second, dead or alive. Can you believe Peter forgot to take Stewie to preschool? The little devil was meant to have been dropped off since 8 a.m. It's now 8:45.
Well, Chris and Meg are off to school. Guess it's just you and me now. You want a popsicle? Huh? Breakfast popsicle? Whoa, there's vodka in here. Now what? What did you want? What? All right, let's go play in the hot yard.
I honestly don't know what's more alarming. The fact that Peter would rather drink than take Stewie to preschool, or there's a whole bottle of vodka lying next to popsicles in the freezer in a home full of children, but I digress.
Your dad? Wait, who wants milk? Let me quick just check in the freezer. You burger. Here's your veggie burger. It'll thaw out. You suck on it. It'll thaw out nice. All right, I'm out of here. This is the perfect amount of drunk for a fillet of fish.
So you're just gonna leave the kid there? Oh, okay then. 40 minutes later, Peter's driving to work drunk off his ass, most likely late. So how does he make up for lost time? Dang, that must be a really frackin' tough car plowing through that many people. That's a really terrible thing to do, by the way. Don't think that needs to be said. What's the use anyway? Dude probably doesn't care. Hell, he even got an award for it.
I'm Bob Costas, here with Boston Marathon winner Peter Griffin. Peter, how did you do it?
I'll tell you, Bob, I just got in my car and drove it. And when there was a guy in my way, I killed him.
Well, let's look at the bright side. At least he manages to get to work, albeit by 9:40 a.m. Still, I can't quite say he's the most productive employee.
Scanion, Weinstock, and Reisman. Hey, LaRonda. No, I got 4 people on hold, but I can talk.
You'd think someone who's been fired from like 30 other jobs in the past would take things a bit seriously, but not this guy, apparently. Truth be told, though, there have been a couple of moments, incredibly rare, where Peter has shown an unusual amount of devotion to his work.
Sweetie, maybe you need to go home.
I'm not going home. I cannot get sick right now. I have way too much to do.
It's okay. Everyone will understand.
No, I cannot get sick right now. There's Kendra's birthday and the baby shower, and with this move, I just cannot get sick right now. I have to finish typing this.
That's it. I'm taking you home.
You did this to me!
He really likes to dress up when he goes to work, doesn't he? His dedication to work is surprising. I figured he'd just be the kind of person to jump at any opportunity to ditch. Alas, that was just a one-off moment, because 10 minutes later, he's ditching work with some dumb ruse. And get this, it's a smoke break. Dude doesn't even smoke.
All right, Griffin, you're clearly a smoker. Enjoy your break.
It's funny how his smoking arc started from not knowing anything about it to being the worst cigarette addict in the history of cartoons. It sure didn't take long for him to spam the hell out of those smoke breaks to get out of work, even during the most unusual of times.
You know, Peter, it's so nice that after all these years we've been together, we can still...
Smoke break!
What? Peter, what are you doing down there?
Nothing.
Well, it doesn't seem like nothing. Peter, since when are you a smoker? Put that out right now.
Taking a smoke break to avoid sexy fun time with your wife? Uh-oh. It was at this point I concluded that Peter really had an addiction problem, and it was gonna end only one way.
Get up, we're late. What the hell?
What?
Peter, it's horrible.
Other people live here.
That's definitely a story for another day. Lung Cancer Awareness Day, perhaps? So after a 10-minute smoke break, which ends by 10 a.m., Peter gets assigned to an actually important task rather than sitting at his desk doing nothing.
Griffin, I actually came to tell you that you're being promoted to forklift operator.
All right, you beautiful bastard. Show me what you got.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't moving from a cozy desk job to forklift operator more of a demotion? And who in their right mind hands over a piece of slightly heavy machinery to a problem case like Peter? Clearly, this is going to be a recipe for disaster. Well, I'll be damned. He's actually pretty handy with a forklift. I suppose after like a million things he screwed up before, there's bound to be at least one thing he doesn't suck at. Problem is, knowing Peter, it's only a matter of time before he screws up the one thing he was good at. In this case, it only took 30 minutes. Bro literally ditched work and went to hang out with his pals Quagmire and Joe at the Clam. For a second, I thought he was going to join them for a little daytime drinking, but it was way worse.
Wow. So that's what the tops of cars look like. Afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon to you, normal sir.
How's the weather down there, you short idiot? Well, you can't tell by the way I use my walk. I walk all the time because my legs can walk.
Sure, on the surface, it might look like Peter was being a really good friend here, helping Joe feel like he's walking again, but let's call it what it is, playing around with company property. I mean, it's bad enough he borrowed it from work without permission. Now he's breaking who knows how many traffic violations with it. And it didn't stop with lifting Joe to a slightly respectable height. 25 minutes later, he took the forklift to the beach.
This whale's beached himself.
Step aside, I'll handle this. Give me some room.
As someone who loves all animals, well, most animals, I speak for everyone when I say this, saving a beached whale is one of the most beautiful and kindest acts of humanity. Well, Peter was about to learn that saving a beached whale ain't the same as loading a bunch of crates into a warehouse. Good heavens, I can't bear to watch any more of that. Someone needs to take that forklift away pronto. By 11:20 a.m., Peter is finally back at the brewery warehouse and not killing any more whales. Thank frick. Unfortunately, he's up to yet another act of tomfoolery that had put the last one to shame.
600 gallons of beer in one big thing. You know, I always thought I could chug that, but I never tried because I figured I couldn't lift it. Until now.
You're probably thinking, there's no way that's possible for a human to do. Well, let me tell you this. You've greatly underestimated Peter's love for beer and deadly acts of stupidity.
He's doing it! It's killing him, but he's doing it!
Stupid as that may be, I gotta admit, it is kinda impressive. Too bad the higher-ups in the brewery didn't feel the same way.
Sales are going very well.
Griffin, you're fired!
I'm honestly surprised Peter got fired. I mean, this had to be moderately low on the list of dumb things he's done on company grounds. Peter might be great at getting fired, but he's also great at getting hired. So by noon, Peter gets a job at a diner as a waiter, or should I say, waitress.
Can I get 2 eggs scrambled on toast?
Sure thing, honey. Adam and Eve on a raft, wreck 'em.
I'd like a hot dog with ketchup and some Jell-O, please.
Paint a Bow Wow red and a side of nervous pudding.
Can I have a well-done burger with lettuce and tomato?
Burn one, drag it through the garden, pin a rose on it.
Can I use your bathroom?
Got a telephone pole heading to the swimming hole, spray it with sunshine.
Look, I don't know, but I have a strong feeling that Peter was just blabbing nonsense there instead of clever code phrases for food orders. It would definitely explain why 30 minutes later he has to get another job at the bowling alley.
Bowlerama? Oh yes, we have a wide selection of balls that are way too heavy or have too small finger holes. Yes, sir. All of the joysticks in the arcade are completely covered in pizza grease. No worries there. No, there is no smoking, but we do let you smoke. Yes, it's all terrible. Come on down.
Remind me not to go anywhere near that bowling alley. In fact, with such terrible honesty about the place, I'm not shocked they let him go almost immediately. So by 12:50 p.m., he tries his hand at being a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman.
This thing can pick up anything. Here's a little demonstration. I'll pour some wine, rub in some feces, and to top it off, some mustard mixed with feces. Tough stain, right? Oh, crap, I forgot the vacuum.
Classic Peter always finds a way to bomb even the simplest of things. And carpets. By 1:15 p.m., dude is already off to his next job as a certified cardiopulmonary resuscitator. I said that first try, by the way. Let's go. Give me a raise.
Sorry, I was dialing the phone. Are you all right?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Doesn't look like there's any...
Peter Griffin, certified CPR. Don't anyone panic.
Ah! What the hell are you doing? You know, I don't think he's hurt.
I'll get to you in a moment, sir. All right, I'm gonna have to check and see if he soiled himself. Sir?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I've got to check and see if he soiled himself.
Good heavens, man. Dude is very much alive and conscious. There's no need to pull his pants down. Oh, frick, he's not gonna listen, is he?
Are you crazy?
Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop. All right? We gotta get these trousers off.
Sir,
that's I've got to see if you soiled yourself.
Nobody actually get involved, you idiot!
Get off him, you jackass!
Sir, I'm gonna need you to step back. All right, looks like we're clean down here. You guys take it easy. No need to thank me. Just pay it forward.
Finally, it's over. I was starting to think that things would take an even darker turn. In Peter's defense, he was starting to get desperate. I mean, the job market is a really tough one. After sampling multiple different jobs since noon with no success, it was back to square one. Bro hung up his CV, ran back to his old job around 1:30 p.m.
Angela, I really need my job back. And I could stand here and give you a big speech about second chances, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cash in this coupon you gave me last Valentine's Day. 1 redo for being fired for gross negligence.
There's no way that's gonna work. Redo coupons for work termination can't be a real thing, can it?
Welcome back, Griffin.
Wait a minute. Wait a patty flipping minute. That worked? After putting 2 board of directors in the hospital with a stupid forklift stunt? The things I would do if I had one of them coupons. Anywho, in an effort to keep the job this time, maybe even secure a promotion, he's taking unethical steps to prove his usefulness. Step 1, building a desk robot for maximum efficiency, somehow between 1:30 and 1:55 p.m. Heaven forbid he does some actual work himself.
Griffin, what the hell is this?
It's a robot that I built to save this company money. Now, before you say anything, 1, it has no human emotions, and 2, its prime directive is never to harm people. Oh God, it's harming people! Angry. Oh God, it's got human emotions too! It's using tools! It's learning, Angela! It's learning! Run!
Clearly, someone's never seen any Terminator movie. Rookie mistake. Still, he wasn't quite finished yet. On to step 2, burning down the competition.
What do you want, Griffin?
Angela, look out your window. You see that Anheuser-Busch billboard next to the Children's Hospital? Well, watch this. Oh, God. Oh, my God, this is horrible. Oh, God. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, good Lord, save them. Bless their Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. All right, everything worked out.
Wow. Just wow. Glossing over how Peter just killed like a whole bunch of kids and more, I'm sure a lot of companies out there would love his twisted business savvy. But you know what corporate jobs are like. When your boss sees how good you are at work, instead of a promotion, you get even more work.
Griffin, I need these shipping reports filled out by 5 o'clock today.
Needless to say, he got fired again in record time by 2:30 p.m. By 2:45, Peter's back at the Griffin residence playing stay-at-home dad while Lois goes out to find a job. And the first of many dad duties is changing his baby's diapers.
Okay, Stewie, time to change your diaper. Oh, smoke break.
Father of the year, everyone. Although, to be honest, I'd probably go on a smoke break rather than change diapers myself. Besides, 5 minutes later, he's making it up to the baby by suggesting a fun game for the both of them.
All right, Stewie, since Lois says I gotta keep an eye on you, we might as well have some father-son time. So I'm gonna measure your and then I'm gonna measure my and we're gonna see whose is bigger.
Doesn't really seem fair.
All right, let's see what you got. Stupid game anyway.
Nope. You can't pay me to have a comment here. No comment. But you can imagine how sulky Peter was from that embarrassment that he had to go to pick up his least favorite child from school to hang.
Meg. Come on. Come on, it'll be fun. Isn't this great, Meg? Sorry I forgot to get you an ostrich.
Oh, and did I forget to mention it was still 3 p.m. and school was still in session? Well, I don't think it matters to an irresponsible dad like him, but surely he must have done that so they could spend some nice, quality father-daughter time, right?
All right, Meg, stay incredibly still. I'm gonna whip that cigarette out of your mouth. And maybe not slice your face in half.
Dad, I don't want to do this.
Stay still! Okay, that's pretty cool, too.
But he's at least spending time with her, and he even gave her a ciggy. What a kind heart.
Hey, Dad, that's a cool whip. Ah, I thought you couldn't understand me!
I still stand by my word. Believe it or not, it could be worse. No, it actually got worse. You see, by 3:20 p.m., Bro decided to show Meg how he usually pays for all the crazy, wacky things he does, and I must say, it ain't pretty.
This is a robbery! Everybody get on the ground! If this bitch moves, shoot him in the eye!
Dad, I don't want to do this!
You have to! Next week we're buying a zebra!
Dad!
There's no time to argue! We got 150 seconds before the police respond to the silent alarm! Now check those bags for dye packs!
Oh, poor girl. You can tell this is her first bank robbery. What a noob.
Who's the manager here?
I am.
What are you doing?
You said if he moves, shoot him!
He's the only one with a combination to the safe! It's blown! It's blown! This whole operation is blown! I'll get the car. Kill everyone else.
Golly goober, Peter. It's bad enough you dragged her into a fracking robbery, now you're making her kill a bunch of people too? Either way you slice it, the bank robbery was a complete bust, and Meg wasn't the right person for the job. You really can't take that girl anywhere, can you? So he waits around till 4 p.m., then tries to hang out with Chris.
And I know nowadays things are different, so I got some crystal meth. I figured we could do it together as father and son.
I don't know about that.
Tell you what, I'll get us started. That feels better.
Ooh, I'll have what he's having, please.
You sure that stuff is okay?
All I know is the guys who made it are dead. Why is there no hole in this wall? You know, this thing is bugging me. All right, I'm gonna take a hike.
Never mind. Can I take that back? Can we take that back, please? Because then Chris didn't try any of that. So bonding with the kids was a total disaster. That leaves just his dear wife, Lois. Unfortunately, 4:30 p.m. happens to be the time for her weekly book club.
Hey, Lois, what's going on here?
Oh, it's my book club, Peter. Come, join us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no judgment there. I'm sure a lot of husbands would do the same. Anywho, by 4:45 p.m., things are starting to get tight for Peter. Being a stay-at-home dad sucked and he couldn't keep a job, even the simplest of ones. You know what they say, desperate times call for desperate measures, no matter how low or illegal.
What, I'm supposed to pay $2 for stickers because this guy can't hear? Come on.
Hey, I might be deaf, but I have feelings. Oh, I mean... What?
I've always wondered how low Peter would stoop. This is probably it. And while he was sinking lower and lower, his worried family took to the streets by 5:30 p.m. to look for him.
Has Dad found a permanent job yet?
Meg, your father's going through a bit of a career transition. He's just sampling a few things, searching for something that fits him just right.
Well, clearly it's not that tube top.
Guess it was just a matter of time before Peter hit the streets as a hooker, and like Brian said, that tube top really ain't doing him any favors. Still, a man's gotta hustle, even if it means treating his own family like customers.
Hey, looking for a good time, sweet cheeks?
Oh my God.
Peter, get in the car.
Okay, but it'll cost you. What do you want, a Cleveland steamer?
I said get in the car. What's a Cleveland steamer?
It means that he'll...
Whoa, be cool. Yeah, so go to Maple Street and then take a left, and then, you go, Okay, so you want to party or what?
Get in this car right now!
Oh, come on, what the heck is a Cleveland steamer? I thought I'm just gonna look it up. I'm gonna be sick. Get out of my way! Not sure how many Cleveland steamers Peter gave out that evening, but it definitely seemed like a lot, enough to pay for a crazy night out with boys around 7 p.m. The best way to spend ill-gotten cash is on booze and women filled with booze, and nobody parties like Peter and his friends. And what better way to end such a night than by showing off to your ex? Just when you think Peter couldn't waste any more money, he goes on to do that. Still, sailing by her house on a ship sure as hell beats sending a drunk text to your ex any day. By the end of all that partying and literal showboating, the gang was too drunk to drive, so that terrible responsibility fell on Meg. And boy, did she not fancy the idea of chauffeuring 4 drunks by 8:15 at night.
Hey, guys, check this out.
Hey, Meg, don't be such a hothead.
What?
Hey, Meg, you sure look hot today.
What?
Hey, Meg, I lit your scalp on fire.
Don't worry, I'll put it out.
Uh-oh, someone's getting angry. You know, for all the trash that Meg's been put through in all of her life so far, I'm honestly surprised it took her this long to spaz out.
What the hell is your problem, you dumb bimbo? Oh, God, stop!
Meg, that was awesome!
Awesome? If I was Peter, I'd be more worried that she doesn't turn on me next. Hell, I wouldn't even take my chances with her behind the wheels, much less remain in the same car as her. But, I mean, then again, the alternative would be a drunk Peter driving them home like the last time.
Oh, hey, Stewie.
Yeah, Meg drives. But let's focus on the main culprit in these scenarios, alcohol. It's why Peter keeps misbehaving half the time, and because of that, he has to attend a mandatory Alcohol Anonymous meeting every 8:30 p.m. for 30 days.
And you know that water slide in South Attleboro?
Water slide!
I'd say no kids were harmed during that whole debacle, but that's a bloody lie. As for why he has to attend AA meetings, other than his blatant display of alcohol addiction so far, well, it goes back to one time he and Brian went to see a movie at a cinema.
Psst. Hey, Brian, you want a drink?
You snuck in liquor?
Yeah, loosens me up so I can talk to the people around me.
All right, I'll get in on that.
Of course, Peter managed to sneak in some alcohol, and as for Brian, man's best alcoholic friend of a dog, he would never pass up a chance to get a sip of some good old liquor. You can probably figure out what happens next now that alcohol's involved.
Stop blocking the screen!
I don't think you heard me, buddy. Step away from the young lady. All right, Iron Zering, you asked for it.
You're off.
Trust me, it was actually worse than it looked. So yeah, after that embarrassing display, Peter and Brian get arrested, put on trial, and sentenced to 30 days of AA meetings. And since these meetings tend to be such a drag, Peter and Brian figured they'd spruce it up somehow.
Hey, anyone in the house addicted to alcohol?
Bringing alcohol to a bunch of barely repressed alcoholics is like offering chocolate cake to someone who just started dieting.
So I clicked on it, and the girl's got a bigger wang than I got.
With the AA meetings now a low-key hangout spot for drunks to drink, it didn't take too long for the police to catch a whiff of all that partying. But Peter and his fellow alcoholics had the perfect cover.
Oh no, there's a policeman coming.
Alcoholics, transform!
First of all, credit where credit's due. Props to their cover-up skills, one of the best I've ever seen. Secondly, what followed was one of the greatest TV show musicals of all time, Mr. Booze.
Mr. Booze, Mr. B-double-O-Z. That sure spells booze.
With the sheer amount of effort that went into the singing and dancing, not to mention constructions and rehearsals, I'd think it'd be much easier to actually quit drinking. By 9 p.m., Peter's back home for dinner, and since he's still a stay-at-home husband, he's got to prepare dinner for the family.
All right, kids, you are really gonna love these Cornish game hens I cook for dinner. Holy crap! Oh my God! Then that means...
I'm sorry, did I say prepare dinner for the family? I meant to prepare dinner with the family.
You tried hard, and you still earned that wine.
Wow, I can't believe he's not even phased after killing his kids. Probably because it's a cartoon and they just somehow be alright in the next scene, but anyhow. That reminds me, it's a good thing Lois wasn't home in time for dinner. Who knows what kind of food he'd have turned her into. So by 9:15 p.m., she does her daily yelling at Peter for being a terrible husband and father.
I swear, sometimes I feel like I'm married to a child.
You better watch who you're calling a child, Lois, because if I'm a child, then you know what that makes you? A pedophile. And I'll be damned if I'm going to stand here and be lectured by a pervert.
That was single-handedly one of the best comebacks I've ever heard. Oh, magnifico! After leaving home, Peter kicks his illegal money-making affairs into the next gear, except this time he's not the one out on the street making the money.
Oh, hey, Peter, listen, I can't work tonight. I'm spent. That last trick was like trying to use an empty bottle of hand soap.
But you gotta work. I set up 5 appointments. That's a lot of money.
Sorry, I can't do it. You're just gonna have to cancel them.
What the hell did you say to me?
Peter, what are you doing?
You tripping, boy? You're going out if I tell you you're going out, bitch!
It's Peter's total transformation for me, honestly. Full-on pimp mode, complete with purple suit, pimp cup, and an unnecessary amount of finger rings, and the obnoxious swagger of someone who's thought they've made it in life. And that backhand, though, I gotta say, very accurate to the point you'd never believe bro just got into the business.
Peter, what you doing all dressed up for church? This ain't Easter.
No, Cleveland, these are my work clothes.
You hosting Family Feud?
No, I'm a pimp.
Big Pete, if we're gonna be sitting, may I use my donut?
Bitch, I don't care.
Dang, Quagmire, you're lucky. He take care of you.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm making a lot of money. I'm actually really happy.
Oh, if only Cleveland knew the horrors Quagmire has been through. I mean, the guy looks so used up and starved.
I'm actually very hungry.
Nobody's gonna want you if you're fat. You wanna eat? Get up to that bar and earn your keep.
Well, what should I ask for, 500?
You're not worth that much. You're trash. Ask for 2. You know I hit you and whore you out because I love you, right?
Aw, he really does treat Quagmire right, doesn't he?
Hi there. You want a party? And can I have some of your bread?
Hi, handsome. You can't have my bread, but you can have something of mine that smells like bread.
Okay, let's go.
Just so you know, it takes me a long time.
Yikes. Looking at the way he's being with Quagmire now, you wouldn't believe they started this illicit venture on equal footing a couple days ago. That's one of the strangest yet wholesome origins to a pimp-escort relationship. By 10:05 p.m., Quagmire was done with the old lady from the clam, and Peter was slaving him away in the streets.
Hey, baby, you want to party?
Get in.
You guys having a good night? I like that it's getting dark earlier.
You know, I never knew pimp get-ups can come in other colors than purple. I'm learning a lot about the culture today. Still, no matter how far up in the industry Peter gets, there's always going to be clients trying to do ungodly things to the merchandise.
Big Pete, help! She wants to do German things! German things!
What? No! He hasn't eaten anything in days! It's not gonna work! 9! 9! God, she's got us both! Help us, pimps and hoes! Help us, HBO camera crew!
That feels kind of good, watching Peter get a taste of what Quagmire's been going through, and thus marks the fall of another job, the most lucrative one yet, but it's not all that bad. At least Peter made tons of money. It's 10:30 p.m., and typically people are in bed by this time of night, but not Peter, or me. Instead, bro wants to go to a stag party next door. Not me. Considering his drinking problems, Lois is this close to not letting him go.
Promise me, Peter.
Lois, honey, I promise, not a drop of alcohol is gonna touch these lips tonight.
Hey, who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Right here.
You win!
All right, what do I win?
Another beer!
Oh, I'm going for the high score.
Golly, Goober, dude didn't even wait a second to break the promise, and now he's trying to get the drinking high score? Needless to say, doing that was gonna take all night long. But not without some nice midnight corn to keep the party going smoothly.
If I take this thing out and you're not on it, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
Oh, come on, Ilsa, get on!
The statue was originally a gift from France.
What is this? Oh, man, my kid must have taped over this for history class.
Oh, come on, things are just starting to get really good. Not like it stopped Peter and the gang from enjoying the most of what they had anyway.
Boys, we're gonna drink till she's hot.
Hey, that's just crazy enough to work.
Men will be men. And so the stag party went on way into the night, full of broken beer, related promises, and possibly softcore and ridiculous drinking games. Surprisingly, Peter's still sobered up just in time to chase the bat that's refused to leave their house. And what better time to hunt bats than 3 a.m. in the fracking morning?
I realize to catch a bat, I need to live like a bat. So I gotta be up at night. It's a nocturnal mission, Lois.
Okay, but what are you gonna do?
Well, as everyone knows, bats watch a ton of Cinemax softcore. So that seems like the place to start.
Not sure that's how bats think, but okay. It can't be worse than his previous attempts at catching it.
Aha!
Welcome back to CNBC's Moneyline.
Oh, come on, man. Nobody's buying that. You expect me to believe you own stocks?
Bat Industries was up $2 a share today in heavy trading.
Huh. Get back here! Damn it! God!
How hard can it be to catch one lousy bat? Wait a minute, that's besides the point. Do bats really watch softcore? Man, Nat Geo Wild really need to step up their game, man. Of course Peter wouldn't miss any opportunity to take a jab at Meg, even when she's sleeping. What a day. Am I right? Peter Griffin is far lazier than I am, yet he somehow manages to do more stuff than I do in a year, and I bet he's still gonna top all that tomorrow. This might shock you, but Peter's wacky ride of a day is not even close to some of the other characters out there. You think I'm lying? Smash that link on the screen and see for yourself. Thanks for watching.